What's up, everyone? So this is a little bit of a redo on the opening for the Flubber Stufferz Slimeballz video. So I was talking to Flubber Stufferz on Facebook Messenger, and he mentioned that it looked like I was rotating it the wrong direction, which would be this direction. And he's totally right. I wasn't thinking, and completely just out of it because I hadn't slept or anything in quite a while. Just worried about Jenny's mom and everything. Speaking of, thanks you all for all the kind comments and everything, all the support. That's awesome. If you haven't seen the post, it's in my community tab. You'll have to check it out. So yeah, the way they're actually supposed to go is this way. And you can see it folds a bit differently. Then if we go this way, it wrinkles, which could be a good thing for grabbing ledges and stuff, but I decided to open my wheels and check, and yeah, I had accidentally put two of these in backwards, so that's my bad. I'll own up to it. So I'm gonna fix that. But Flubber Stuffer also mentioned a few things I can show you to show just how soft these are. So you've got the soft crawler innovation foams and the Flubber Stuffer. Check it out. Definitely softer than the crawler innovation foam. Now I'm going to move the camera and I'll do a different thing that he had showed me with the rock here, so just give me a split second. Okay, so we've got the soft crawler innovation foam, and you can see how it kind of conforms. Not a great test because there's no tire on it. Now we've got the Flubber Stufferz Slimeball. And if we roll this up first, you can see how flat it is with just the weight of this ring. We roll up here, and you can see how it conforms that way. So that's kind of cool. Now I'm going to put this back on, and we're going to go up on the hill to that spot I was in last with the Comanche and this. And we'll see how this does on grip now with different foam options in here, or anti-foam, I should say. So yeah, let's get to that. Since I flipped those slime balls around, I figured why not give this a little try again. I might move over to the dirt hill over there too to try before we head up onto the butte. You can see these definitely don't fold over near as much as foams, which is a good thing. So far though, I don't notice a huge difference in grip when it comes to flipping the slime balls back around. You can see the tire folding it once too. Oh, almost flipped it. See, that side's no problem, but it still ain't gonna go straight up it. So yeah, let's try the dirt and rock hill real quick, and then we're gonna go up on the butte. So here's that dirt and rock hill I was talking about. It's pretty tore up from driving around on it in the winter, but it might still be doable. Probably need a little wheel speed. There we go. Nice. Those slime balls actually helped quite a bit there, believe it or not. Now let's head up on the hill and see how it does. So as promised, we're up on the butte, and I'm going to take the same spots, at least a few of them, that I did last time I had this out with the Comanche. Only this time, we have the slime balls in the tires. But you can see it still struggles a bit on this hill. But this is very loose, dusty dirt covered in pine needles, so it did make it. Oh, I might have spoke too soon. So we're full throttle with the Fury Tech Komodo original in this, trying to get up this hill. We got it now. Oh, dang. It's definitely drier than it was last time I was here. So that's not a fair comparison. We got it that time. Now let's try the second section of the So here's the second spot. It had a lot of trouble here last time. The hardest area was right up here because it gets pretty uneven. Oh, I don't have to give it full throttle this time, come on. There I do. But yeah, that actually did better. Quite a bit better. So now let's move on. Now we'll try this real quick. I already know it's not going to be doable. I think the only micro I've had that has made this is the Enduro Rock Bouncer. But, you know, gotta try. So the Deluxe Fab Universal shafts, if you're wondering, they're holding up just fine. Nah. It's just too steep. Alright, moving on. So now we're over at this hill, which is just a little bit higher up from where we were. And if you remember from the video, this was a bit of a tricky spot to get up. Couldn't go straight up this. Still can't really, even if we go super slow. I don't think it has the grip. So, we had to hug the side here. Let's see if I can do it again. Use these universal shafts to our advantage here. I can get the rear up on that. There we go. And if we can pivot, and we got it. Now let's try this other side. This is where I went up with the Comanche right here. Take two. I knew it could do it. Now let's move on to the little rocky. So this spot here should look familiar. We could get a good shot of the tires conforming, hopefully. Now we're to the spot where even with pushing the Comanche with this rig, neither one could make it. Let's see if I can do it today. Oh, it wants to, but it wants to flip. It's trying, it wants to go so bad. I don't think it's gonna make it. This is another one of those climbs that only the low center gravity bouncer has made it up. And it did it while it was soaking wet, covered in mud. No. So here's a spot some of you all recognize. I always go down here, but I've never made it up it. So why not try? And that is exactly why, right there. I don't think it's going to do it. It's just too steep for this particular rig. See, it just wants to go over backwards right there. Nope, it hits the tipping point. Oh, that's a bummer. I'll have to try that with another rig sometime. So last but not least, we got this hill right here that's all loose rock and twigs. See if we can make it up this side of it. Come on, you're so close. Oh, the rocks are shifting, dang. Oh, that didn't pan out. Put it on its side. Loose rocks can be a challenge for sure. See, we're bottoming out on the slider right there. Try to work over to the side a bit. Oh, that's not going to do it. Gonna have to take the same path I did before. And we're good. So that's it for this one. I hope that's a good example of how these slime balls affect the performance. Honestly, I can't tell much of a difference between them and the Crawler Innovation soft foams, other than these don't fold over near as easily, which is the whole point of them. So yeah. So that's it for this video. I did manage to break apart, and I'm pretty sure you could probably guess what it is. But before we get to talking about that, the Flubber Stufferz Slimeballz did pretty well. Obviously, they had more grip because it managed to actually break something. And it didn't seem like it in the video, but the hill was quite a bit drier than it was last time I was up there. It's been really dry out. It hasn't been raining or anything, so that just gets slicker and slicker the drier it gets, and the ground starts to break up. And you know how that is. If you run in the woods, it changes every day. But it did manage to make it up one of the hardest spots, and it almost made it up a couple spots that I knew it wasn't going to make. So yeah, great option for foams. If you don't want to use foam, say you're in water a lot and you like your wheels to be vented like I do, they're not going to rot on you. You do have to poke a hole through them though, because they kind of plug the hole if you have one drilled through the wheel. But you know, that's not a big deal. Now, as for the broken part, it actually had enough grip. It managed to break one of the U-joint axle shafts from Deluxe Fab. You can't really see it, but the pin in here is off center, so either the pin came loose and then it just snapped one ear off and the other followed, or I was stuck up on a stick and it managed to shove this over just far enough to, you know, break the U-joint. But I'm not 100% sure how it happened because I couldn't really see it. It was behind a bit of a rip. You'll see it on the video at the end there, or I'm sure you did. Now, what's confusing is I have a plastic drive shaft on here. This has popped apart many times when I had the dog bones in here, and it never broke them. It would always pop this drive shaft apart. So it's a little surprising. But yeah, there's the weak spot there. Now, Deluxe Fab, if you manage to come out with the tougher version of these, definitely send some in so we can try them out. For now, I'm going to put a metal steering link on here, and then I'm going to replace this axle shaft with one of the spares you sent me. Thank you so much for that, because we kind of knew they were going to break. The whole goal was to push it to the max and see how long it lasted. Well, it didn't last too long, but that's with the big Fury Tech motor in here, so that's a lot of power for such a tiny little drive shaft. The thing is, it wasn't doing anything crazy when it happened. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't yet. It's free and it helps out a lot, and hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I post, as well as share the video. That helps out more than anything. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Let me know if you want me to take this apart and show you what's going on with that axle shaft. TTFN.